Hello VC and welcome back to the show that never ends. My name is Rod. I'm your happy hippie and I'm here to jump on a contest, the K-Tel contest for JJ Explosive Hits. A great channel. It's kind of new in the VC over the last year. Doing a great job. He's a big collector of compilation albums and K-Tel albums, and this contest revolves around K-Tel. We all remember K-Tel from back in the day. You would see it on TV, and I know when I was a young man, very young man, 6th and 7th grade, I had a couple of those. We all did. Ain't no shame in that, and they're really cool. A great way to sample new music, you know, and find out about different bands. Anyway, he wants to spell out K-Tel with our records. And in the background, let me say, I'm playing the Grateful Dead Without a Net from their box set I got last year. Great album, classic album by the Dead Without a Net is in the background. JJ, congratulations on your channel. Thank you for holding this contest. I know I'm late. I think it ends tonight or tomorrow morning. But I'm going to use 2 albums for each letter, K-Tel. I'm going to do a jazz and psych version of this contest. And I'm going to go with first names and last names. For K, Kenny Burrell on Blue Note. This is a wonderful, wonderful album. You can't go wrong with any K-Tel album. And this is some great guitar jazz. Add it to your collection. Also for K, Kaleidoscope. It's a reissue on orange vinyl. An original pressing of this album is going to cost a lot of money. So I just got the reissue, Kaleidoscope, also for K. Look how young those boys were when they made this album. Great kind of psych pop rock album. Okay, now for T, I'm going with Thelonious Monk. I'm not going to talk a lot about this album. It's a record store day release. And the reason I'm going to shoot a video on this album because it deserves a video of its own. Thelonious Monk. For T, jazz. Todd Snyder for T. Yes, this is not psych, nor is it jazz, but it's great Americana music. Todd Snyder for T. Now for E, the psych one I'm showing is the Electric Pros, an iconic classic album. Great introduction to this band, if you're not familiar with them, would be this album. You can find a reissue very easy at a very affordable price. The Electric Pros, of course, featuring their hit, I Had Too Much to Dream Last Night. There's the label. Also for E, because I'm showing 2 for each letter, I'm going the last name E, Bill Evans. This is a Japanese pressing. Fantastic sounding album. And that's not paper, that's the polyline sleeve. Paper on the outside, so I'm not scratching up my record. Fantastic album. I was lucky enough to get this at a great price. It's on Riverside. Phenomenal deal I got on a Japanese pressing of this album. It's mint and it sounds wonderful. Okay, that was E. Now we're on to A for K-Tel. For L, I'm going first name, Lee Morgan. Again, this is a Blue Note reissue from the Tone Poet series. Fantastic album. Buy this album. Buy this album if you're into jazz. If you're thinking about getting into jazz, you cannot go wrong with anything on the Blue Note Tone Poet series. Also for L, I'm going with Lee. Another Lee, Peggy Lee. Lee Morgan and Peggy Lee are my 2 L's. There's a reissue on Decca. This album is an audiophile, just classic. It sounds incredible. Very, very mellow, very early morning. Maybe that's why she put the coffee cup on it. I don't know. Black coffee. Yeah, Black Coffee, early morning album. That's my L. So that's spelled out K-Tel. And I'm going to throw in an S because he collects K-Tel's albums. So I'm going to throw in an S, and I'm going with Sonny Bono. And this is a psych album, believe it or not. If you're not familiar, you probably are if you're watching my channel interviews. This came out before Sonny and Cher. It's poppy, but it's got some serious psych vibes to it. This is not like the Sonny Bono you're going to think of. So that is my, that's my humble entry into JJ's contest, the K-Tel contest. I'm filming this on Father's Day. This was a gift from my daughter. World's best dad. That's me. You can see it in the sign above me. That was last year's gift. Anyway, happy Father's Day to all the fathers, to the mothers had to step up and be fathers. JJ, thanks for having this contest. And I'm out of here.